looking for the Buffaloes. They ain't hard to find. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Arizona Wildcats taking on the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Buffaloes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Arizona Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. It's complete on the right side.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, running back gets to give. Turning it on! They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
You want to get the crowd out of the game? Make it boring. Pound the football. Run the football right at them. It takes the juice away. It takes that sauce away. You don't get to those third down situations where they get absolutely bonkers, and it's hard for the quarterback to even think. Just run the football right at them.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And very important, not only to generate power, but to find his mark. A 49-yard try from the left.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Buffaloes offense will take the field for the first time. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love them.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Dropping back, it's Salter. Working the middle, it's complete. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver, continuing to come back to his QB.
Power football with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Goodness, that happened fast. He was in the backfield before the ball was even snapped.
Whoa, man, adrenaline pumping, heart beating a little faster. There is some intensity on that one. The Buffaloes will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the back. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
To the air, it's Fafita. Makes the catch. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a fourth down.
Well, I had a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That last completion sets him up on second down. Back to pass, it's Salter. Skips away from pressure. Creates a little space. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the... Throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They're setting up the screen, and that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
And the Buffaloes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats.
3, Colorado, 0.
Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Welch. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on third down to try to get a first down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. Right down the boulevard. With that field goal, guys, we're all tied up. There we go.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Got the quick completion. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. What a weapon these wide receiver screens can be. Not only do you get a convoy blocking, you get dynamic running.
When you do this and you show me the threat of throwing this wide receiver screen, it makes me play defense differently. It makes me have more guys out wide, which opens the box inside. So I think it's really smart for coordinators and offenses to continually throw these screens to playmakers.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hudson. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Now, how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Fafita. Got a man, it's Hunter. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Arizona runs out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. There he goes. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
The play action fake. Right down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
Here's a heat. Trying to get rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Quarterbacks need time when they're in the pocket to complete throws. That QB had no shot after taking that hit.
And the Buffaloes send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And one of the things I love about this running back is his versatility. He's not just good running the football, but he can catch it as well, and he can make things happen with the ball in his hands. Nice job by the quarterback, getting through the progression, getting it out to his guy, and he does the rest, and that generates a huge play.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Here's the handoff. All down the but he has enough to move the chains.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Gets it out fast.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. The Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Fafita. Flips it out in the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover. And you saw a great example of it with that running back.
3rd and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Got his man. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Burnett. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wildcats have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Trying to find the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air, it's Salter. They're working that left side.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide, he sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass, he'll take that completion.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Boulder. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys more than a mile above sea level at Folsom Field.
Arizona set to start this second half. They'll kick it off. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Makes the catch. It's Hayden. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Motion from the back. Looking to pass. It's Salter. He's got his man across the middle. Turning it on! He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but it's so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, it looks to me like the offense made some adjustments at halftime. Only 3 points in the first half. But here we go in the first drive of the third quarter. This quarterback looks locked in. Really nice throw there to pick up the first down.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Running to Green. Oh, what a cut! And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They go to the ground. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation. Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And I'll be honest, I don't love the call. On 4th and that short, I want to go for it. But you trust your kicker, he does his job, and he puts 3 on the board.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive line, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass, it's Fafita. Throws to the wideout. Makes a connection. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there.
Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Arizona moving the ball quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Trying play action. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hayden. Oh, that is a nice move to get the ball out to the 36.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Welsh. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Fires to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
As a play caller, you feel confident throwing this out to the perimeter against zone coverage when you have that kind of timing and chemistry. This quarterback and receiver do. You saw it on that one.
And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Trying to escape and get it himself.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback. And you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
So now it's 2nd and long. They think there's room to run to the right here. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Third down coming up.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a... Fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Looking for a man. It's Salter. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught him.
They'll leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Caught close to the marker, it's Miller. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
To the air on 1st down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The hand to the running back. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next 3rd down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up 4th.
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Complete to the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
I'll be honest, man, if I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the 4th quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
Man, what an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And this is where the offense just breathes. Just take your time, huddle up. I'm in absolutely no hurry. I got the lead. I want to continue to run that clock. No false starts, no penalties. Let that clock tick down and then punch it in the end zone to add to this lead.
On the option. And he never had a chance to get the pitch off on the option as he's tackled in the backfield.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this. Assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. This defense has stood tall 3 straight times. If they stop them again, this could be a huge momentum shift.
Yeah, and listen, you don't care about the yards. You get down here in the red zone, this is where you got to be stout, forcing the 4th down. Now you're just saying, hey, you want to go for it? Bring it.
Back has it. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. It's a 1-possession game in the 4th. Looking for a crease. It's Welch. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The offense has plenty of time, and this defense trying to dig in and get one more stop and hang on to this lead. With the catch, it's Brown. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
4th down and short, and where do they put the ball? In the hands of their quarterback. This guy is so good. They trust him. He runs the option and keeps it himself and gets just enough for the 1st down.
And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And this center downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Salter. Fires to the wideout. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating, and you know they want to push the ball down the field, but a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field, play great defense all across the board.
He's looking to throw on third and short. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
When you're down late in the game and you got to make plays, it's really tough not to force the football. You could tell quarterback forces the football, defense comes up with a huge interception.
And the quarterback's just going to take a knee.